Hello everyone, thanks for coming back to another episode of Stocks and Crypto, where we talk about the markets and how to make money and how not, more importantly for today, maybe how not to lose it, but also how we can make money if the economy does keep going down. So it could be a valuable video for you to watch, so please do. So first I want to say the Patreon members, on the Patreon we got 27 patrons, okay? We just got one, I think, about a day ago. I got to go check it out. But yeah, we're up to $220 I made so far on YouTube in about probably 9 or 10 months because of the Patreon. YouTube hasn't given me anything, but I got money from that. So that I did just sell my Alienware PC basically to come up with some rent money. I'm still trying to get a car for the winter because, you know, my account, it just went below that 25K mark and I'm pretty much out of luck, you know. So I went to work at Darien Lake because you guys know I didn't get the job at 84 Lumber because of, you know, failed the drug test for weed. So guys, I'm basically you know, kind of screwed here, so I'm doing everything I can do. So I've got I worked at Six Flags. Man, it sucks. It's like that food, you got to make the food so fast, and then they want all these special orders and you got to make it. It's like I'm a chef, but I'm basically making minimum wage, okay? So no place else would really hire me, alright? It sucks, okay? So, also at Six Flags, they do have the Evlv screeners with the stock that I really like, Evlv. They have their actual screeners there, so when people walk in, it doesn't slow them down. They can just keep going. You know how much money that their product is worth? If they can keep people coming in much, much faster, people aren't going to be getting held up and then being turned off, because you know people have to go in there and they gotta wait, or they're going into a big stadium and they have to wait and take out their stuff and have to check them out, beep 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 beep. You know, that's going to cause the company to get less business. So when they get these Evlv systems in there, it can really help the bottom line revenue. Okay, so I think that Evlv could be a huge thing in the future, very soon. But right now it is going down because we're seeing a bunch of different markets go down right now. So I'm going to read my presentation for you guys. Just want to say thank you to the Patreon members. In the GoFundMe for the vehicle, we have 0. We've got nothing yet. It's only been a couple of weeks, so we'll see how it goes, okay? I do have faith that I will raise the $2,500 that I'm asking for. And then I'm going to sell my motorcycle. On top of that, that should be enough for a reliable winter car. We'll see. I'm putting a lot of faith on people to be generous, and I know that generosity is pretty hard to come by today. So we are now entering the era of the Biden bust, and I think I'm the first person to say this, Biden bust, so that's my term. If you see anyone else saying that, that means that they stole it from me. So gas prices are rising, cost of food is increasing rapidly, prescription drugs are still priced very high. They should really be able to do something about that. This is just stupid. But these drug companies are in bed with the government, you know. It's a bad situation we have in America. We have the average 30-year fixed rate mortgage is around 7.39%. This is a 23-year high. So anyone looking to buy a home, what I'm trying to say here, guys, is that things are bad, okay? Bankruptcy, there's a lot of companies going bankrupt. We know Rite Aid is really hurting. Businesses are laying off workers too, and we saw that Walmart's now paying less money to new hirees. And you know, guys, when companies like this have to go through all these high interest rates, and they, you know, they're killing the demand, there's going to be a little bit less profit for a lot of companies. So they have to cut some of those employees and bring in artificial intelligence, stuff like that. Which is the way that it was going anyways, you know. A lot of these big businesses are just greed. They don't care about helping people. I wish companies now would be like Ford used to be, like Henry Ford was when he started paying people $5, you know. But companies aren't the same today. It's just all greed, I think, is taken over. How is the Biden bust going to affect you and your family, your children, and more importantly, how is it going to affect our beloved penny stocks, okay? That's what this little short talk is going to be about today. So as you all know, the Fed is manipulating interest rates higher, supposedly to lower the inflation rate. An unfortunate side effect of these rate hikes is that it hurts businesses and the consumer. It brings down the whole economy. That's what they're doing, for real. Maybe you guys don't see it because it's like a slow motion crash. Maybe a lot of people just can't see it. They're too focused on other things. Stocks, this one's going to go, this one's going to go. Slowly at first, then faster. So I do believe this will accelerate, this deterioration. I think it's going to accelerate soon, within the next month or two. Many people I talk to want to buy a lot of stocks here, okay? And I'm not saying there ain't bargains and the markets can pop again a little bit, okay? And many people are telling me they want to buy them, and they are buying them. I know people that are buying Tesla. They did buy Tesla, then next day, boop, down 4%. You see on Friday? It's like, I told you not to buy it. You know, these are my friends, so I can tell them and give them financial advice. I'm not telling you not to buy Tesla. That's on you. But I don't want it. Because I think we've already seen this resurgent rally after the 2021 downturn. We've already seen the rally, and the markets are setting lower highs than before. And I'll get to that though. I'm jumping ahead. So because people are used to the same price of some stocks, so they see bargains. People were used to these higher prices, so when they come down like this, you get a lot of people that go, "Ooh, this is a bargain now." What I'm saying is, might not be, okay? But let me tell you, I don't think the have begun yet. I don't think the bargains are here yet. I don't think they've begun. I think, oh yeah, we're seeing some lower prices. I think we're going to see better prices, okay? You know, one of my favorite stocks, ABR, Arbor Realty Trust. It's the one that's in the housing. That's about 15. I bet you next step is down to 10, okay? I really believe that that's likely. And we could see a good opportunity to buy a lot of things here. But yeah, like I was saying, a lot of people just want to buy now because they see, oh, it's cheaper now. Google's still the same company it was last week, except it's cheaper now, so let's buy it. No. It can go cheaper next week, cheaper the next week. A lot of guys haven't really, you don't remember the last crash or the crash of 2008, you know? Or COVID. I mean, they think, oh, maybe COVID, there's nothing like COVID right now. We don't have that to be worried about. But we do have to be worried about these higher interest rates and the government purposefully trying to kill the economy and slow everything down. I do think that's going to weigh on these stock prices. Okay? I've told you guys for months that I was still slowly getting into more cash. Okay? I think stocks are going to be under more pressure as the interest rates remain elevated, and they're going to raise rates probably once more. Look at Intel. If it doesn't hold this trading range, yeah, I was just thinking, guys, you know, we can look for these stocks to see signs. If we see Intel really drop below 34, because Intel, it's at a point where it's supposed to go back up. But if that doesn't happen, if it goes below 34, 33.50, that's going to be a horrible sign, okay, for a lot of stocks. What we see now is a continuation of the sell-off from the boom in 2021 that was from the low rates. You know, thanks to Trump. But all this is coming down as part of the next cycle. So yes, from 2021 we saw the peak. Now we're still coming down. And we're going to hit those bottoms. But yes, from the peak to the bottom, of course there's going to be rallies. There was the tech rally, you know? That was one of the main rallies that happened. Okay? Prices peaked. Now yes, some markets have rallied, but they are making lower highs. Like I say, in the NASDAQ, it's making a lower high. I think the Dow is too. Bitcoin is making a lower high as well. We saw when in 2021 Bitcoin peaked at like 62,000, whatever the heck it was, and then you know, came down. Now it came back up a little bit. It's a lower high. People might be thinking, see, Bitcoin's coming back up. It's back up to 26, and it was just, you know, 20, you know, whatever it was at the lows. But no, I don't think Bitcoin is coming back up. I think it's going back down, possibly to put in an actual new low, that it may even be closer to the 12,000, okay? You know, these markets are hard to exactly predict, but yeah, definitely think Bitcoin's coming back. down. Every time I look at the chart, I see, yeah, it pops up. That's just so probably insiders can sell, and then the thing drops right after. You know, Bitcoin's just as manipulated as the rest of these markets are, and we know that. Yeah, the entire freaking United States, everything is manipulated. So I'm thinking about, stocks could get, hit more though. I'm talking, about, U.S. equities here. We do see, of course, oil and bond prices are going up a little bit more. I think that's a mistake if you buy long bonds here. But I'm talking about the equities right now. We can see commodities surge, sure. I'm thinking equities, I don't like them. So, next, I want to emphasize caution now. I want to emphasize caution here regarding these markets. A lot of people are only thinking about buying. Maybe they lost money in the markets and they want to make it up. Maybe you're hyped up about stocks, penny stocks. Maybe you think, oh, I might as well invest. It'll be a smart thing to do. You could be a naive younger person or even an older person, and you say, oh, it's a great time to buy. Maybe I should buy stocks. They're looking cheap, But got to keep your eyes on the macro picture. But as long as this cycle keeps going, I think a lot of these penny stocks will suck your money away. They're going to suck it away. As long as we're in this horrible financial condition, it's going to get worse. Recently, we have seen the TECL, one of the main tech indexes. I first started telling you guys when it was like 20 bucks or something. And that's went way up, and now it's all the way back down to 43.64. So that dropped a lot. It's still up from where I mentioned it, but yes, it dropped a lot. The SOXL, semiconductor. I told you guys I liked this when it was like 8 bucks. Yeah, it went up to like 24 or something, but it's already coming back down now to 17.84. So this is getting cheaper. That's a sign this SOXL could really roll over here soon. I'm not kidding. Okay? I think there are good things to short. In a down market, you can make a lot of money shorting stuff. Okay? I just told you guys I was shorting Petro Brazil because we all saw how oil went up so high. I knew it was going to have a pullback right there. I mean, I called it, but I'm still calling for a bigger pullback in oil, okay? But we're going to see what oil does. It's going to be very interesting. So stick by to watch that. Bitcoin, yes, it's down to 26,439. Yeah, look at Chewy stock, guys. That's down to $18.14. And that was $118. So, yeah, a lot of these companies are doing really good revenue and everything, and they're profitable. But, just like WTI, my favorite oil stock, people don't care. People don't care if these are profitable because they know the economy is coming down. Stocks are just a vehicle to make money. If people don't think there's going to be a lot of money to be made in the near future, they're done. We see big sell-offs in this stuff going on right now, guys. Tesla stock, dropped 4% last Friday. It's a bad sign. I think we're coming down lower. Yeah, sure, we could jump up on Monday a little bit and prove me wrong, but let's look over the next 2-3 months. So yes, we can look to pick up deals. Lots of stocks I like are getting really cheap again, okay? Like Evlv, INOD. INOD was the special one I said for the Patreon members, but because it's a good company that's corrected and pulled back a lot. Could be ready to soar again. So people were getting mad that I didn't tell everyone that. So I'll just, the Patreon's it's just going to be for extra information beyond what the commoner already knows about these stocks. Okay? And it's going to be like when I'm going to sell, and that's the most important thing basically. Especially for GNS, we had to know. The Patreon members knew that I said Monday is going to be their first time to sell. And then, Tuesday, and then I said if you want to hold it longer than that, you're rolling the dice. I figured that was the best thing for me to say. I knew it would close at a high on Monday because we thought that's when they were going to do the offering. But there's still a situation going on with GNS. It's kind of weird, okay? Because they never actually did the offering. But they did make more shares with a convertible note. But there's still, I don't want to go into GNS right now. I'll get into it later. So yeah, Blink charging, ChargePoint, the DPST, that's the regional bank ETF. You can get that cheap. Banks are going to be hurting. It's coming down. You know how like I told you guys already. I sold my ABR, Arbor Realty Trust. I sold my DPST. I knew, you know, okay? I can see a lot of this stuff before it really happens because I've been following these markets for so long. And I've been following these experts for all these years and the macro trends and everything, guys. I'm not some kind of Joe Schmo just because I don't have $1 million, you know? Yeah, just because I'm not rich doesn't mean that I don't know things. So yeah, crypto stocks are definitely coming down. Marathon Digital Holdings keeps coming down. That's why do you think I sold my Hut Mining? Because I knew it was going to get cheaper. You know, a lot of you guys just want to hold on to these stocks because you know they're good. You know they're going to come back. But I'm going to tell you more about that on the next page, okay? It's important stuff. Right now, I like the short side of this market better, okay? I want to remind you of this. And this is an important part that my one buddy that knows a lot of stuff, that he taught me this. Your cash is your weapon, okay? All of you, not just for the investors, for the regular people that don't invest, cash is your weapon as well, okay? So you're included on this. Yes, we can do great things with our weapon, but what is the most important thing you don't want to happen to your weapon? If you're in a battle, you don't want to lose it, because then you're screwed. If you lose your money, your purchasing power, your dry powder they call it, how are you going to take advantage of situations? This is one of my whole things about my channel. You know, have that cash to take advantage of situations. And remember, don't be in declining assets. If a stock isn't really paying you off and you don't think it will in the very near future, it's not worth holding on to. You know? So I have mostly all cash in my account. And that makes me feel pretty good because every day when I have that cash, every day I see stocks drop, that makes me happier and happier. Because I always researched a lot of people, you know, that did stuff like I'm doing, you know. There was the one guy in Germany that he had money, and then when the German market was at the absolute bottom, the story goes, he put $1,000 into every stock, and then he became like one of the richest guys. So he saved his cash for the right time, you know. That's just a little lesson. You can think what you want of it, but it just sticks with me. So if you feel stuck in a stock or you're losing money, consider exiting that position. Keep your weapon sharp, you know. Don't just buy random stuff. You got to do your due diligence on these companies, but remember, even these great companies, they can all go down if we're in a bad economic situation, okay? Because, you know, it's true. This has happened before, you know. So that's what I wanted to say, guys. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say for this talk. Just that I think we can continue to see pressure on these markets, the Bitcoin, and a lot of you people that may be losing money in certain stocks, if you're still in certain stocks right now and you don't have enough cash, maybe this video can speak to you a little bit. Maybe it'll speak to you. Maybe you'll get something out of it. So, yeah, this is the way I have been thinking for a while, you know, is that it's coming down. It's coming down from 2021. It's still coming down, okay? It's as simple as that. I know it seems weird that it's that simple, but yeah, we had a big boost in 2021. Now it's still coming down. It's going to hit that low, you know, maybe in 6 months, maybe in 5. Maybe I'm wrong. But so far, you know, I've held my cash and a lot of stocks have gone down and I could buy them cheaper than when I sold them. So I've been kind of on the right side of this, I think, the whole time. Obviously, guys, sometimes I might be a little bit early. When I told you guys I wanted to get into cash, that was before the tech market even blasted off, you know? I said I like around the same time. And yeah, that's it. So please, if you want to support me, I've got the GoFundMe, so we've got nothing in there yet. I really need that car. You know, I don't know if it's going to happen or not, guys, but I can try. And then I got the Patreon, which is doing a lot better than the GoFundMe. Because, you know, it's exponentially better than the GoFundMe, since we got nothing on there. But yeah, all you guys who helped contribute to that approximately $220, you know, thanks, guys. And you can give yourself a pat on the back or something. You know, you did a great thing. I'm not going to, take that money and buy drugs with it, or take it and buy alcohol. That's going to be solely for, improving my situation so that I can bring you guys more stuff. If I can get my situation great, then I'll have more time to bring you guys everything. I'll be able to trade and then tell you guys more about the trades that I'm making, like shorting certain things that I think is going to be a very good trade coming up here, because I'm not really liking the long end, not yet. I'm going to want to go long, trust me guys. Yeah, and I will be talking about more individual stocks too, because I know you guys want to hear more about individual stocks. So please just stick by me, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join the Patreon, and if you do that, I'm going to try, make the situation so you won't regret it. And I'm doing everything I can. I've got to apply to jobs after this too, because I've got another job at the Clarence Travel Center. They're like, the chick there that interviewed me, she's like, you got the job. All you have to do is fill out a formal interview. I'm like, oh great, where do I do that? We'll email it to you. Great, I didn't get the email yet. This is messed up, guys. I'm trying my hardest. I'm going to interviews and they tell me I get the job, and then like something happens. I don't know what happened. They didn't email me anything, This is just ridiculous. Companies nowadays, they expect you to, do everything right and to have a perfect work history and to never, lie about anything. But these guys are assholes. Most of these guys, like when I applied to Feel Right, which is a really great health store, the guy goes, okay, awesome, I'm going to give you the job. And then, ended up, he never did. He goes, well, he said, I'm going to give you the job, but I just got to tell corporate that I want to hire you. So I'll give you a call right after that. I was like, okay, awesome, dude. Thank you. I really appreciate you having the faith in me and everything like that. And then never called. Nothing. So this is just the way the world is going. Nobody gives a crap about anyone else. So you have to be, the difference. Always try to do good for others. Do good for your family. And remember here, guys, I do like silver and gold long term. Okay. Because gold, it's actually got a kind of a nice floor, a base floor at 1800. So if this economy does go down, maybe it won't break below 18. But we know ultimately gold and silver are going to skyrocket because, well, for one thing, the prices of everything has gone up, except silver. It hasn't really gone up much. I think they're really suppressing it. I think the banking situation is worse than they're making it out to be. I know it is, actually. There's a lot of facts that I know about the banking situation. It's actually a lot worse. And if it ever becomes more apparent, then yeah, gold and silver are going to have a boost. But yeah, what I'm saying is that the markets are going to go down and gold and silver are going to follow it. Obviously, guys, I don't want any stocks or gold or silver getting away from me. So right now they're not doing a whole lot. Silver is still really cheap, so I don't feel like I need to jump in and buy here. I don't think it's going to take off right now. I think it's going down. So yeah, we're going to see, guys. I'm holding cash. Let's go. Cash is king right now.